Okay, Scott, I'm gonna get you your next update video um, on Tavi. Show you what we're working on today, how we're making progress. Give you a little update. Um, I've been working with her. Really, I have not given Tavi a day off in I don't know how long. I'm really, I know we're under a time crunch, and you want to get her home, and you and your girls miss her like crazy, and I totally understand. Um, I want you to know that I am enjoying Tavi. Um, she's a good dog, and I like being around her. In terms of being a companion and being a buddy, 10 out of 10. I mean, just you could not ask for a nicer dog, a cleaner dog, a quieter dog. She's just great. Um, uh, what we've been working on is still trying to encourage her to pick up a duck. We're pretty close to being able to make her do it. She has not picked one up yet. She has shown some interest in mouthing it and playing with it. She always chases. She wants to go chase it. That's fine. So I know there's drive. She just does not understand what we're looking for. And I have seen several dogs like this, and it's just something we got to work through. And I've seen plenty of dogs that work like this. And when we get over the hump, man, they come out to be great dogs. So don't think that there's anything wrong with her. It's just part of how her training is going, and part of her development. There's nothing wrong. She's just we're working through it. And what I would say is I would describe her rate of progression as typical, as common. I would not say that she is surging through quickly, but I also do not feel like she is lagging behind. Um, we're shade over 2 months here into training, and we're pretty well got all the obedience, e-collar condition, about got her force fetched. She's heard a lot of gunfire. We haven't clicked, and there'll be a moment, and I'll text you the day that it happens. There's going to be a moment where the light comes on and Tabby goes, oh, I get it, and everything will click, and she will understand what we're talking about. As of today, she has not. The light has not come on for what I'm trying to show her, but I am sure we will get there. I have definitely, I've seen dogs drag this out much longer than Tabby. I would say again, I'd say Tabby is very right in that middle range, very normal, very average. Certainly not anything that bothers me. And what I definitely see is her obedience has gotten so good. I mean, she's so polite. She understands, to sit. When we say sit, she understands. Yeah, that's right, good girl. Obviously, no jumping. She comes even when we're out and about. I should shoot you a video of what we do right before this, but it's always dark. It's dark all the time this time of year, but we go outside, we go air out. Her and I go spend 5-10 minutes together, just being buddies, letting her explore, and we do a little e-collar that way. So I can call her in here, use the e-collar here, use the e-collar. Make sure she understands, even when she's 75 yards away from me, she's still got to mind those commands. So I want to show you what we're working on today. Today we are continuing e-collar fetch using the e-collar pressure to initiate the fetch. And today what we're going to be looking at is we're going to be taking the stick that she's been using, and we're going to start to transition into some other objects. This is an important step because we're going to transition to the regular bumper, and then we're going to transition into the dock and deadfall. And then after we do that, then obviously then we can transition into a frozen bird. So the idea is we're going to use a progression from one object to another to help her to understand that the fetch command means fetch whatever the object is. Because right now, fetch has only been with the stick. So we'll do a few reps here, show you what we're working on. Tavi, here. Good girl. Heel, sit. You'll also notice we're totally off lead. There's no leash anymore. So we progressed out of that. So we start off with an easy one right here in front of her. Right here. Hey, hey, here. Good. Right here. Fetch. Good girl. Good. Here. Good girl, Tavi. Heel. Sit. Good. Good girl. It's also important, give, that when I'm watching Tavi, I'm very carefully paying attention to her body positioning. Her body language tells me everything about how she's feeling. Um, Earlier, her tail was way up high. You can see that it's down just a little bit because that means she's like, okay, I understand. I gotta be under control. We're not in play mode anymore. But it's not tucked all the way under. She's not hunched down. She's not nervous. She understands what we're doing here. So I'm going to put the stick all the way on the ground. Fetch. And most of the time now, good girl. Here, heel, sit. She is fetching just with the F word, without me applying pressure. There's no ear pinch. Give. The e-collar is only used to reinforce if she's not picking up. So now I'm going to give her one where we're going to roll away. Good girl. Fetch. Good girl, Tavi. Here. Heel. Sit. Good. And notice how when we pick up our step, give, that tail gets a little bit happier. She's doing okay. Good girl. Let's go one more. Good. Tavi, fetch. Good girl. Here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Give. Okay, so we're doing great with that. We're fetching on command. We're retrieving. Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to help her understand, okay, that's good, sweetheart, but now we got to do it with other stuff. Okay, so we're going to go right back to exactly where we started. The only thing I'm going to change is the bumper. All right, so we're going to put the object in front of her. That's okay. Good. Good fetch. Good. Heel. Tavi, here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Give. And that was no pressure at all. That was just letting her experience the object. And you can see the moment there where she was looking at it. And this is one of the things that I wanted to tell you about Tavi. Tavi is a dog, what I call a thinker. Okay, and let me try to explain what I mean by that. There are dogs that are doers, and there are dogs that are thinkers. And then you kind of have a range in between. She's heavily to the side of thinkers, meaning when she looks at a situation, it's not just reckless, wah, go. She's considering, she's looking, she's pondering, she's trying to figure out what we're doing here. It's not good or bad. It's just who she is. And we need to recognize that she is a dog who is using her head. There are big advantages to this down the road because she's very intelligent. She's highly intelligent to understand, okay, let me look at this situation and figure it out. Because that means she's going to be a dog that is a lot of times we use the word malleable. She's workable. She's going to cooperate with you. She's not a dog who's being defiant. She's not intentionally blowing us off. She's thinking and considering. That's actually a really good trait for a lot of things. Some people want the fireball maniac. They want the dog that will just run through a brick wall to go get the bird. That's not who Tavi is. Tavi is not a reckless, abandoned dog. I have some dogs like that. That's not Tavi. She is using her head and considering what's going on here. Good girl, Tavi. Here. Good. Heel. Sit. Good dog. So now we're going to set the bumper on the ground. Fetch. Nope. Right here. Fetch. Good. Nope. You have to fetch. This is actually our very first day with bumpers. Good fetch. Good. Here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Good. Give. All right, let's try one with the quail here because today's lesson is about objects, changing objects. Sit. Oh, funny smell, huh? Good. Okay. Now, another funny smell. What's this? Okay, we're going to let her check it out. Let her explore. Okay, good. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to help her out on this one because she's not showing it there we go. Good. I want her to get it and get it in the middle. So I helped her there, get it in the middle of the bird. Heel. Good. Good girl, Tavi. Here. Heel. sit. Good dog. Give. Good. Very good. Okay. Let's come down here. Right here. Tabby. Fetch. I'm going to help her get it in the middle. Good. Good girl. Tabby. Here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. Give. So the bottom line is we're doing fine. She's making progress. She's learning. She's growing. She's maturing. By and large, she's very happy. You can see her posture is a dog who's comfortable and happy and doing fine with the training. I know you miss your dog, and I'm trying hard to get her to a good stopping point so y'all can get her home. We will get there soon. I am sure she will be home before Christmas. And you're going to have just a really bang up, great gun dog and a great companion once we got all this worked out. But her mechanics are solid, and we're building on that every day. I'm sure we'll have her retrieving a duck before too long.